What's happening? It's John Boy Meth and Stigall, Steady Sippin' TV. Yeah, you got your ears in right there? Go ahead and grab your ears, man.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead and grab your ears. We're just getting started here.
All ears, my friend. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on in. Like I said before, I'm John Boy Meth and Stigall, and this is Steady Sippin' TV, baby. I'm in beautiful Delray Beach, Florida. Give it up for Delray. My guest here, I was so happy you said you were going to do a podcast with me. Multi-successful Cape Cod, Massachusetts restaurant owner, Dave Colombo. He picked the intro music. This is actually his dad on the trumpet. Go ahead and give him some, Dave.
You want to hear this?
Yeah, go ahead and give him some. This is dad on trumpet right here. Yeah. Before we get into this, go ahead and turn it down, Dave. Before we get in this, let's talk about your floors. Are you a homeowner with carpet? Do you have allergies? Do you have asthma? Well, get rid of that carpet and get rid of that cough. Call Your Floors and we'll come and remove that dirty, dingy carpet and replace it with luxury vinyl planking without you leaving the comfort of your own home. So call Your Floors today and just remember, they're not my floors, they're your floors. How you doing, Dave?
Doing great, my friend.
Oh man, it's great you're doing this with me. And this is Steady Sippin' TV right here. And you know what we do on Steady Sippin' TV?
We have fun.
We have fun and we sip. You picked the wine out. So what is the wine that we're drinking?
We got a 2017 Ruffino Gold Ducali Reserva. Very nice wine. We chilled it up a little. So it should be drinking just about fine, right about now.
Okay, you gonna do the honors?
Certainly.
All right.
Before we get going, I'd like to say, Johnny, that, for the people, if you don't know, you probably don't, but I just met Johnny 5 days ago.
Yes.
And he and Jackie, great people, were nice enough to drive down to Florida, 10 hours in a storm, to help me refinish some floors, and we just finished it. So we're gonna celebrate that.
Let's celebrate. Yes, we got that final coat. We had a hiccup with the fish eye, with the fish eye, but with so much experience with Jack and I have, no problem. We just took right care of it right there.
No more fish eyes.
Yeah. Why are you getting that together? Let me grab my notes here. Would you like to tell us what are some of the restaurants you own there in the Cape?
Yeah, I have my first restaurant, Roadhouse Cafe. Started a birthday was actually about 2 weeks ago, 43 years ago, and then I have two others on the harbor, the Black Cat Tavern and the Black Cat Harbor Shack, right in Hyannis Harbor. All the restaurants are in Hyannis, and then the fourth one is Colombo's Italian restaurant right on Main Street.
How long has Colombo's been open?
2008. 2008. Black Cat was 2010.
So the Black Cat, the Shack, is where you have entertainment at?
Yeah, we have entertainment at the Shack and at the Tavern. The Shack is a seasonal restaurant, open from May to October. It's all outside. Fun little spot. Entertainment 5 nights a week. There we go. And very popular place.
I see you shaking it when you're pouring it.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, I smell it.
My friend.
Thank you, it is.
Let's toast to those fish eyes.
And the peacock bass are almost caught.
Peacock bass.
And the peacock bass are almost caught.
That's another story.
There you go.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Thank you.
And on my show, we don't say cheers. We say power bitches. That's just something I say on my show. Power bitches.
Power bitches, my friend.
Power bitches, my friend.
Cheers. In Italy, we say salute.
Salute.
Yum.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. It has a it's not so dry. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, it's got a little fruit to it, and it'll open up a little more as we sit here.
Yeah, it's not so dry. So, Dave, what was it like growing up in Cape Cod?
I moved to the Cape in the 7th grade, and never thought I wanted to move there. But after one day, I didn't look back and loved it. We're on the beaches. Weather's nice in the summer. The tourists show up. It's a great spot, great place, great nature.
What is it about the Cape that you fell in love with? You said after a day, you was just there. What was it about the Cape you said, this is where I want to be?
The women.
Good answer. I drink to that, the women.
And great place to raise a family.
There's no better answer than the women and the money. Both good answers.
And that's true.
How were you as a high school student?
I grew up in the crazy 70s, and actually the county that we're from was the fastest growing county in the country at the time. So, they did everything they could do just to keep things under control. There wasn't a whole lot of teaching going on in school. They turned it into double sessions, and, it was crazy times. I kind of joke the only test I ever studied for was my driver's exam.
You probably didn't study hard for that one either.
I passed it, yeah.
You was an athlete in high school also, right?
Yeah, I was an athlete. What did you play? I played basketball, football. It's funny, I was just at a reunion recently, and they had the old yearbooks, and I checked out my listing, and it said my pet peeve was football practice. But I enjoyed playing, that's for sure. I didn't like practice.
So after high school, you went on to college. What did you major in college?
Just liberal arts and business. Yeah. Played a little more football there, too.
You was an athlete in college?
Yeah, I played some football in college. Met my head football coach, who today, he and I are like best friends. He was definitely a big part of my life. Great man. I think that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Sorry.
You're a busy man. It's okay.
That's the marble guy.
Yeah, you're a busy guy there. So when did you get into the food service or the restaurant business?
That was in, my first job in the Cape when I was 14 was in the restaurant business as a dishwasher. I stuck it out that whole summer being an outside person. I hated being inside, and I said, I'm never going near another restaurant for the rest of my life. But we ended up in the business in 1981. Started with 8 tables in the restaurant. That restaurant now has 200 seats.
And which restaurant is it?
That's Roadhouse Cafe.
Roadhouse?
Yeah.
It went from 8 to how many?
It went from 26 seats to 200 seats. Yeah, just multiple expansions over the years.
That's a big jump right there.
Yeah.
So how does the pandemic affect you? I mean, you have 4 restaurants.
Yeah.
That is really seasonal restaurants.
Yeah.
So I know the pandemic had to affect you in some way or the other.
Yeah, it did. It affected everyone. Those were scary times. So actually, I ended up closing Roadhouse. I had 4 restaurants, and I had to make a decision to try to staff 4 restaurants. People were afraid of the pandemic, didn't want to work, or they were getting paid not to work. So I had to make a decision, and Roadhouse had no outside seats, so that I closed. The other 3 I opened, and we actually did very good because we took the measures with the plexiglass between tables, but we had a lot of outside seats. So it was good.
Yeah, open air well. Restaurant.
We did very well, actually.
A lot of open
people wanted to be outside,
Yeah, they wanted to be outside, but everybody was afraid. They really didn't know what was going on.
Absolutely.
And the media was feeding you so much, you didn't know what to believe. It was a scary time.
It was.
I have respiratory problems. I know you hear me coughing a lot. My dumb ass still smoking cigarettes. But I was afraid at that time. I probably took like 2 weeks off. Because I was like, I don't want to be out there. That could possibly just end me right there. But after 2 weeks, I got tired of sitting in the house. I was like, I'm gonna take my chances. I got to go back out there. This isn't working.
Did you get the virus?
Yeah, I got the virus before they even knew what the virus was.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, my lady at the time, she likes different perfumes and stuff. Well, my ex-wife, she liked various perfumes and stuff. I guess she thought I was being an asshole and a dick. I didn't know what was going on. She was like, "Oh, how's this smell, John boy?" You know I can't smell that. I didn't know why I couldn't smell, couldn't taste. And this was before the virus, before they know about it, the corona. And I went to the hospital, and they just said, "Oh, you got a respiratory infection." After I stayed there all night, they didn't know. They just gave me some bullshit, sent me home with Z-Pack and, you know, some antibiotics or whatever. And then I'm sitting at home after about 2 weeks. I can't hardly breathe. It was crazy. I couldn't taste anything. Like I said, my ex, she probably thought I was being an asshole. How's this smell, John? Boy, I can't smell. Oh, it smells great. I don't know. You've just fucking with me at this point, you know.
Did you get your smell back?
Yeah, I got my. It took a while. Yes, It did take a while. But I was watching the news and they started talking about the coronavirus, and I was like, I'll be damned. That's what I have, the coronavirus. And then they were showing in New York that they had truckload of dead people.
Yeah.
They didn't even have enough places for it.
Yeah.
And I started getting real scared. So I took 2 weeks off, and then after being 2 weeks in the house with just you and the old lady, fuck that. I'm ready to go back outside. I'm gonna take my chances. That's exactly what I did. So, do you have entertainment at Colombo's? I mean, at the Roadhouse? Do you have entertainment?
The Roadhouse is now closed. Actually, it's under agreement to sell. But we had the best jazz entertainment with my father and all the other guys. And Tony Bennett used to come in there every year and hang out. You know, when he was in town. And yeah, it was
Tony Bennett, the Tony Bennett.
Yeah. Actually, in this music you're listening to right now, my dad, the guitar player, is Tony Bennett's guitar player. Yeah, the guy started off with us for years. Tony heard him and ended up taking him and the bass player, Marshall Wood and Gray Sargent.
So we talking about Tony Bennett now. So we could get into the great Big Lou Colombo, your father.
Yeah, Louis. He was something else. He was something else.
He actually played with Tony, correct?
He's played with Tony. God, yeah. We could go on, and Dizzy Gillespie and many. But my dad, he started. Father bought him a trumpet, and when he was 7 years old, and that's when he started. And and then he played minor league baseball. And when he broke his ankle, he turned to the horn. Raised 6 kids blowing the horn.
You said that he knew Rocky Marciano.
Rocky was a cousin. He grew up 2 doors down from Rocky. They all played on the same playground. Actually, my uncle, Allie Colombo, was Rocky's trainer. And, they're from the same neighborhood.
Before we go any farther, let's try one of these cigars here.
Yeah. I got you a special one here. I got Toro Fuente Opus X. This is like the Babe Ruth of cigars right here.
Okay, let me put my note
all right, I'm going to cut it for you.
John Boy in Delray Beach, Florida. Drinking fine wine.
The Dominican Republic.
Cigar from the DR.
I got a tight draw for you. If you need me to cut that more, let me know. Why don't you suck it?
I'm going to need a looser draw than that. I already know.
You got it.
When I looked at the end, I was like, wow, I'm going to suck that.
I like a nice
pause.
Try that.
Okay.
And I got a Dominican too. This is a no name. I got a dark wrap. You got a light wrap.
This could be tasty. This could be real tasty. The story with your father.
Yeah.
Fought that chimpanzee.
Oh yeah. So
can you tell me about that story right there?
Yeah. Yeah. When he was in the minor leagues, he was very popular because he'd take out the horn during rain delays, and he was always voted most popular by the fans. So they kept him in the minors on purpose because he used to draw people. He'd go out before the game to the right field section where the Negroes were, and he'd play them music. And so, one time he was on the road and down south, and he wanted to go. He heard there was some great black jazz going on in the nightclub, so we got a bunch of the teammates, and they went out to the nightclub. And then as they were sneaking back after curfew, the coach caught him tiptoeing through the hotel lounge and fined everyone $50. So Friday comes, they're back home, and back then they used to come up with all these gimmicks to try to get people in the stands because this thing called television came in. and television was robbing baseball with the attendance. So they'd come up with all sorts of gimmicks.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, they had hired this chimpanzee, this boxing chimpanzee, and they set up a ring at home plate, and they needed somebody to fight the chimp. My mother tells the story. She was in the front row. She says they announced a Dodger player is going to be fighting the chimp, and who walks out but my father, and because the manager had come up to him and with a $50 fine and said, "Hey, Louie, we need somebody to fight the chimp. You fight the chimp, we forget about the $50." And he said, "Shit, yeah." So he comes out.
Bring the champ on. I want that champ.
$50 is a lot.
$50 is $50 back then.
Yeah.
It's more than what it is.
Yeah.
It's crazy more.
So he's fighting the chimp, and being the horn player, which he loved playing the horn, he's worried about his lip. You know what I mean? That he didn't want to get hit in the lip. So he's fighting the chimp, holding his mouth with a lip and fighting the chimp with one arm. And then the chimp, he says, jumped on his back, and he said, "Man, that chimp could hit." So yeah, that was just one of his stories. He had many stories. Another time when Rocky was fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world, he was for the first fight for the championship, fighting Jersey Joe Walcott. It ended up going 13 rounds. Rocky was knocked down in the second round, only time he was ever knocked out. And Rocky usually knocked out people in, first, second, third round. So it's Friday night. My dad's playing baseball, and his cousin is fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world. So when they come up to bat, he'd go out in his car and listen to the fight on the radio. And he'd tell the bat boy, "Hey, when the inning's over, come and get me so I can go back out on the field." So that was going on for innings because there's a 13-round fight. So one inning, the bat boy forgot to tell him, "The inning's over, you got to get out on the field." And he's out in the car listening to the fight, and they didn't know where he was. So he did a lot of funny things, my dad. He didn't give a shit. He said, "I let my talking do on the field. I didn't kiss up. I didn't, He was kind of a free spirit.
Yeah, you know what? You was telling me about your dad, and you can find about anything on Google about anyone almost. If there's somebody like that, or YouTube. And I said, "Hey, you're playing this music for me." I said, what is his name again? Luke Colombo. I put it right into YouTube, and boom, Luke came right up.
Yeah.
And after his passing, the funeral procession that I saw.
Yeah.
It was something to see. I mean, it's a lot of love. It was a lot of love.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I don't know how many people I've seen in that procession, but it was a New Orleans style
old-fashioned funeral
in Massachusetts,
and down Main Street in Hyannis, and it was like a sea of people as far as the eye could see. Yeah, it was, and then we all ended up at this venue, and we did a nice tribute to him, and that was something else. He was a great man. He loved people, loved to mentor people. He was a young soul. Yeah, he was a hell of a guy.
Let me get it light there.
Yeah, we got a little wind here. Hopefully, we'll get this thing done for you. All right, excuse us here. Let's get a little more. Yeah, you're getting there.
Oh, yeah.
Get a little more. Okay. Good?
Yeah. Go ahead and give us a little bit after you like yours. Turn Big Lou up a little bit.
Get a little music in the meantime.
Little musical interlude. Steady Sippin' TV, John Boy and Memphis Cigar. I hope you're enjoying the show, guys. Got Dave Colombo. Right now, we're checking out these cigars right here from the DR. Listen to a little Luke Colombo and his band. Wait a minute, Steady Sippin' TV. What the hell am I doing? I need to take a sip.
We're good.
We are good.
Yeah, listen to a little more music here. Another 30 seconds. Pour some wine.
We're good. We're good. Yeah, let's listen to a little music, pour a little wine.
Nice Italian wine.
I'm gonna enjoy this cigar right here for a moment. I'm smoking this cigar for your viewing pleasure. John Boy Memphis Cigar, Steady Sippin TV. We got Dave. Salute, Dave.
Salute, my friend.
We steady sipping out here. Delray Beach, Florida. Power business. We'll get back to the interview. I'm just enjoying the cigar right here. It's good with you?
Turn out music, huh?
Let the wine rest. Let the music go. I like this. It's got sort of a sweet taste to it. Chilling with the big kids. John Boy Memphis Cigar. Dave Colombo. Steady Sippin TV. Delray Beach, Florida. This is nice, Dave. This is real nice.
Yeah, this is sun.
Oh, everybody that's watching me, almost everybody that watching me is freezing right now. They're so cold. I can go to the pool if I want to right now. I'm going to go back fishing because I need to get that peacock back. Dave, I seen a big orange, iguana. It was huge.
I saw one yesterday.
It was orange. Yesterday I probably seen six or seven of them just yesterday.
You gotta tighten up that string on your hook.
Oh, I got to double knot it this time. What is that, the trash truck we listen to? We'll get back to the interview after the trash truck go. Because I tell you, this microphone picks up everything. You hear that, don't you? What's up, Gary? What's up, G? I see you. Thanks for watching, big boy. Can you tell me, like, some of your fondest memories of your father?
Oh, God. Watching him perform and, just sitting there watching him. I mean, it was like the best of the best in my own place, and how the people just loved it. And it'd be funny. He'd be standing at the back door, and I'd be standing with him as people were leaving after another great night. And they'd be thanking him. Great Lou. Oh, I love it. And they'd turn to me and said, we fooled him again.
We fooled him again.
He was very he always said, don't take yourself too serious. Very self-deprecating. I always said the best laugh you have is when you laugh at yourself. And, that's how he was. He just didn't take himself too serious. Life is too short, and be humble.
I understand what your dad is talking about there because I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a lot of things as far as entertainment. I try to take entertainment by storm. I want to try everything, have a hand in everything. I may not be able to perfect everything, but I'm still working on it, okay? And your father said that you got to laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing about comedy today that I really don't get. There's certain jokes you can't tell because you would just be canceled for these jokes. And I don't understand. You can come to a show and you can laugh about any type of joke that has to do with race. But if you say anything about the LGBTQ community, oh boy. I mean, you can laugh about all this. Why can't you laugh about because you're a chick with a dick? I mean, I don't understand that part.
Yeah, they want to be treated.
Look, don't cancel me for that joke, but for real, you're a chick with a dick, or if you laugh at somebody else, you need to be able to laugh at yourself. If you can't laugh at yourself, don't laugh at nobody else, man. You're a fucking hypocrite.
They want to be, treated normally. Then you got to take the jokes too. You know what I mean? You feel good about yourself. That stuff doesn't hurt you.
I have daughters. I have a daughter that's now my son, and I'm proud of him, man. I'm really proud of him. He went and served in the Marines. He has a family now, and I respect him. They call him him or my son, because that's what he wants to be identified as, and I respect that. I don't respect one that don't really respect someone else's opinion. Not everybody thinks like I think, and not everybody accepts that community. I have gay daughters. I have a daughter. Well, she told me she was gay. She just fooled me because she has 5 kids now. So she just fooled me for a second. Yeah, this is my friend. He's gonna spend the night. Yeah, I thought you was gay. The fuck is this about, man? So I got respect for the community, but it seems like the community don't have respect for other people's opinions, and that sort of bothers me. Well, it bothers me a lot. I mean, if you want equal rights, then you let people be people.
To each his own. You know what? No two people are alike.
None. Because
think about that, right?
People will tell you. People that know me will tell you. There's only one John Boy Meth and Stigall. I never see another one. I have people that say, "Hey, I'm really happy that I met you." And we might not see each other all the time, but I get a call out the blue. Hey man, I'm glad I met you. I was thinking about you. I tell people about you. Man, it's days where you break my day up. I might have been down and you crack some jokes and then boom, boom, boom. You crack some jokes and you just made my day, man. You're such a different person. And I appreciate the love. And I have people that call me and they look at my podcast and say, man, you're doing things. I like the direction you're going on. Keep on that direction. You might have some hiccups, but you're going to have hiccups and bumps. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're going to get there. You inspire me. I had a guy that messaged me and said, man, you really inspired me. I like where you came from and what are you doing, man? And stuff like that uplifts me. And that's just from being a true, honest person.
Yeah, we talk about my dad. And my dad was like that. He tried to uplift people all the time. He had this little trumpet he'd carry with him all the time called a pocket trumpet. It's a tiny little thing. And he'd crack that thing out. He'd go into the bank. He'd go into, the post office. He actually held every Saturday at 9 o'clock, he held a concert at the dump. And people would come and wait for him. But anybody, that was within 3 feet of him, he spoke with them. People he didn't know, he always, he'd see an older lady in the grocery store and he'd say, hey, honey, you look beautiful. I love your dress, stuff like that.
And that's instilled in you. I see that about yourself.
We touch people. Everybody, can make a difference, how big or how small, with anybody you come by. People you don't know. And it's amazing you do the right thing that you can help people.
Yes, just speaking to somebody can change the whole outlook on their day. Like, wow, he's seen me. I matter.
Yeah.
That just for somebody to know that somebody else
absolutely.
matters. That sees them and know they matter.
Everybody touches everybody, throughout the day. So, you got to do the right thing. You can affect somebody. Go to bed, and you want to make sure it's a good way.
That's awesome. Your father carried around that pocket trumpet and would just break out and play anywhere.
Yeah.
Right now we have a legend in the rap game, and he's awesome lyricist, and we've been waiting for him to put out another album. Andre 3000, shout out Andre 3000. He's the one half, the 50% other half of the rap group Outkast. Awesome lyrics. We've been waiting for him to put out another album. He went in a hiatus, and people would just see him here and there playing like an African flute. And they'll just spot him here and there. Man, I seen Andre here. I see him there. He would just pop up in any city, and you could just spot him. So then he just released an album where he's only playing this African flute.
Wow.
And hey, I listen to it. It's cool. It's really cool. But for the real hip-hop artists, when we was looking for him to drop an album, and for have an album with no words on it at all, it made us look at it a lot differently. Wow. And I respect his path he's on right now. Like, I really respect that. He's just on a peaceful journey right now. He said, I don't really have nothing to say. I'm 50 years old or 49 years old. What am I going to talk about? Back pain? Yeah. So he started playing this flute, man.
Yeah,
and that reminded me of when you talk with your dad with the pocket trumpet.
Yeah.
You can find him anywhere, and he's playing.
Yeah.
Just because he loved it.
Yeah, he loved it, and he loved people. Sounds like this guy was, on a journey, like you said. He's out there taking care of himself, doing what's best for him, and in order to take care of other people, you got to take care of yourself first. So God bless him.
Your mental is important. Your mental is very important.
Oh yeah.
You can be stressed out to the point that you can just have a nervous breakdown. And I can see different celebrities that reach that point. I mean, I guess that's why they go to drugs, to try to self-medicate, heal, or whatever. Anytime I went to drugs, it was because I was just having a good time party. It wasn't like, it was just a Saturday, we just having a good time. And then after that, I don't know, I might not have a good time for another 2 months or whatever. But with these celebrities, it's every day. It's an everyday
they're
thing.
under a lot of pressure. They're under a microscope.
Yeah. I really enjoyed you know what? Can you tell me, what does Dave Colombo have coming up? What's in the future for Dave Colombo?
What's in the future for me? Well, right now I'm in my season of taking it easy. We got the holidays coming up. Looking forward to seeing my kids, I'm just going to relax for the next 4 or 5 months, and then my season being the seasonal Cape Cod that it is. Starting in May, I start getting back to 6 months of working, and that's, right now, like I said, just taking it easy, enjoying every day, staying healthy, and just loving, what I have.
What about any new restaurants? Do you have any plans for new restaurants?
No.
Maybe one day a hotel.
No. I'm in my 43rd year, and I just want to, make sure that we take care of what's in front of us right now. We got enough on our plate, Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess you do. You're telling me during the season, it's nothing for you to see 300 to 400 people.
Oh God, no. No, that's nothing.
So you don't even have to go out for the nightlife. The nightlife actually comes to you.
Exactly.
You have entertainment. You have live bands.
Yeah. I've got such a great staff. At my places, and we have fun. We're good at what we do. We've got a great thing, and the action's right there. The action comes to us, like you said. That at the end of the day, I just go home. I don't need to go out. I don't need to go out for entertainment. I've had my fill every day.
I know my lady, when I told her I was coming here, she was like, oh my God, who you going with? Oh, you guys better behave. Don't call me, because I didn't know where I was going to. I thought it would be like, I don't know, stripper hookers, and I'm thinking about Miami, and I'm just thinking about the nightlife that I know as far as
and we've
videos. We've been chilling. I've been really enjoying just the chilling part, man.
Eating good. You guys working hard, doing,
eating good, eating very good.
Yeah, the professionals as you and Jack are. You came in to do a job. You guys were so nice to come down and do this. I don't know anybody down here in Florida, and so, I need some floors done, so I know a good guy. He's 10 hours away, but he came and he brought you.
I'm so happy that he brought me, and we took care of this job for you, man.
Yeah.
It had one little hiccup. We're professionals. Forget about it. We took care of that. We took care of that.
We did. Yeah, you guys did.
Yeah.
And, hopefully we'll get you up on the Cape in the season now.
You've been a great host.
Now that we're friends.
You've been a great host.
Yeah, well,
Well, I'm going to the Cape because we're going to do your restaurant here in January. We're going to...
All right, I didn't want to say that. I didn't know if the girlfriend knew about that already, but
I told
it's
her,
out now.
I told her the other night, I had drank a little bit too much. I said, baby, I got to talk to you. I got to tell you something. First thing she said is, are you seeing another girl, Johnny? I said, no, baby. I'm going back out of town.
He's been good. Trust me,
I've been good, baby.
He's been on the phone with you more than he's been on the phone with
you got the right. You got the right John Boy at the right time, baby. You don't want the old John Boy, but
these guys, trust me, these guys have been good boys. Yeah, I made sure of that. We've been having fun, just us.
Well, you know what? It's been a pleasure. Let's give it up for Dave Colombo again. It's been a real big pleasure. I'm so happy that you're doing this podcast with me, man. This is work to me. As you've seen since I've been here, I've been writing, and I'm serious about what I do. If you're not serious about it, leave it alone.
Yeah, just
something like
you
that.
didn't know what you were getting into.
No, I did not know.
I didn't know what I was getting into.
I did not know.
But, pleasantly surprised.
Yes.
And you guys obviously did a great job.
Yes.
And I'll always, be grateful for that. But more importantly, I made a good friend.
I have to go get this. Wait a minute, let me hit this cigar again. This Dominican cigar. What do you say this cigar is called again? What we smoking?
That's Toro Fuente Opus X.
Yeah, Oversex. I like the way he said that. It's Oversex. Fuente Oversex. I don't know if anything over sex but money. But okay. Okay, we'll take another drink. But I'm not going to keep you because I know I want to go out to that water. Power bitches. Let me hear one time. Power bitches.
Power bitches.
Power bitches. I want to get to this water. I'm going to get me a peacock bass. That fucker ain't going to stop me today. He ain't going to stop me today.
You're determined.
And I know you need to go back to the condo because you have some work going on.
Meet him. He just called me too. But
he just called you.
And then we're going to go for some nice Mexican food.
Nice Mexican. Right on. Power bitches. I'm going to let you get to what you're doing. I'm John Boy Meth and Stigar. This is Steady Sippin' Live out of Delray Beach, Florida. Love you guys.
Love
Thanks
you
for tuning in. Mount P.